Hello everybody, and welcome to a long-delayed episode of Summer of Chess. I suppose it's not really summer anymore, so I suppose we should change the name to Chess Weekly, I suppose? It depends. I went to college, and I had to stop making these videos during the summer because I had to go in for surgery, and then my headset broke, and so I was unable to record. And so I just so happened to find some time to play with an old high school friend, with him on white and me on black. He begins with e4, and so I counter with knight to c6. He goes d4, and I go d5. Knight to c3, and then I take at e4. He takes back, and I take with my queen. From there, he decides to take the queen, so that there are no queens in this game. I am now up by a factor of 1 point, and then from there, he moves bishop to d3. I move my bishop to f5, and he moves his pawn to f3, and so I move b6, followed by f4, and then I move f6. He takes, I take, he takes, and then I move to c8. He moves bishop to e5, and so I take, putting him in check. He takes back, and I take his bishop. From there, he moves g3, and I move my knight to take at e4. He moves to e2, and I move e6. Knight to d4, rook to b2, taking a piece on the b file. He moves knight to e6, threatening my bishop, and so I simply move rook to b5. He moves knight to c6, and I threaten it at d7. From there, he moves knight to take at b5, and I move bishop to b4 check. He moves king to e2, and I go rook e8, threatening this bishop. He moves rook to to d1, and that's check. I move to c6, in a very dangerous spot on the 6th row. He moves his knight to d4 check. He's really trying to get me here, and so I move c5. He goes rook to c1. Once again, he's trying to checkmate me here, but I simply, because what he wants me to do is he wants me to move right here. And if that happens, he simply moves here. I have to move here, there, that's check. Well, and I move here, it's impending checkmate. And so simply, as we see, if I go back here, what he can simply do is force a long-winded thing, basically. We move on to c3 bishop. He moves to knight to f5, rook to e5. Then we have he takes at g7. I move king to c4. Oh, whoops. What happened there? So he moves check, take back, he puts me in check, keep moving and keep going between, and this is the point when he loses. You'll notice, move around a little bit, he takes, I take. Just basic chess here. As you can see from the computer, he is not making the best decisions possible, but neither am I. And you'll see that in a moment. He's trying not to make the trade on that rook there, obviously, because he's behind. He's really trying to get me here. He does accept the trade, however. Moves, I get the queen. He moves, I move here to put him in check, protected by the knight. And from here, it's just simple chess. Of course, I do end up promoting another queen for the hell of it, because I think it's fun. He's trying to protect himself with this knight, but it just simply does not work, and that is checkmate.